18 of the best color themed bands, right? I got makeup for some reason because it's colors. This is the 18 best color themed named bands. You know, like White Reaper or David Gray. I just gave away the ending. Those, we got 18, all right? We're going from 18 all the way up to number 1 in bands with colors in their name. That's the best way to say it. It's a little bit awkward, but we're going to jump right in. Number 18, best colored band, color-themed named band, White Reaper. The worst best color named band is White Reaper, and I'm really digging Might Be Right, Last 4th of July, Pages, and not much else from White Reaper. I'm still trying to learn their catalog a little bit better. They're in my ranking system. Number 17, David Gray. He is okay in gray. Number 16, now we finally got some really epic stuff. This low in the list, we got Black Sabbath. I just recently listened to the entire catalog, and shame on me for not doing this sooner. They rock, and you're going to freak out for all the bands that I have listed above Black Sabbath. Coming in next is, at 15, the 15th best color band, the microphone is on, is Code Orange. This is a newer band to my ears. Code Orange is an extremely experimental and weird band, but rarely boring. I jumped on board with these guys and gals during their 2020 Underneath era and never looked back. They're very, very interesting, very heavy, and just really weird. I really, really love the Code Orange guys and gals and what they're doing. Number 14, Blackstone Cherry. I would say cherry is kind of a color too. So they got black, and stone is kind of a color too. So we got black, stone, cherry. It's kind of a color trifecta. Hell and High Water got me hooked. And their new one, Have You Ever Been Lonely, shows that they still have it even after 24 years as a band. Isn't that crazy that Blackstone Cherry are like, I think of them as a new band, but 24 years, rocking. Good job. Number 13, Pink Floyd's. The Pink Floyd's guys. One of the most legendary, successful, sometimes kind of sluggish and boring rock bands on the planet. I'm one of those annoying people who thinks The Wall is the best that they have to offer. So we're moving on to bigger and better bands, in my opinion. Number 12. Number 12 is Maroon 5. Yes, I'm sorry. They were at one time an okay rock band. Now they aren't Maroon. They aren't even like a faded pink. They're like the blandest 5 out there. Currently. Kind of lame, kind of awful, but for some reason I rank them higher than Pink Floyd and Black Sabbath. That's so depressing that I had to jump genres like MGK. Now we got, at the number 11 spot, we got Clint Black. Yeehaw. One of the most sincere guys in country music. Clint Black is a lot of fun, even if you're a rock and roll person, because I'm a rock and roll person. Number 10, we got the Black Crowes. For a long time, the Black Crowes were my favorite but least favorite band, but they've actually kind of grown on me over the years, moving up in my ranks. And my favorite album by the Black Crowes is By Your Side. I don't know if that's a wacky take or the popular consensus, but that's the one that really gets me. And the new one's pretty good. Number 9, best color themed, named, whatever we're calling this. White Stripes. Is it the White Stripes? White Stripes? White Stripe? White Stripes? The Deftones fans really came after me when I said Deftones instead of the Deftones. I think you can call them the Deftones, but not the Deftones. I think that's what it was. The White Stripes are charming and kind of left of center, and I know many of us are clamoring for a reunion of the White Stripes, but I hate to break it to you, Meg doesn't like you, and she isn't going to sign your symbol. I should have had this out for the White Stripes thing. It's white. It's like that blue and gold dress. But like stupid people think it's white and green or something. Number 8, best color themed band is the Black. Is it the Black Eyed Peas or Black Eyed Peas? Believe me, the Black Eyed Peas coming out on top. They are a band that is resting on their laurels because they went from putting out the most creative hip hop and pop music to putting out putrid, slimeball, nauseating noise that makes Maroon 5 sound like flippin' Mozart. Unbelievable. And maybe one day these two acts, Maroon 5 and Black Eyed Peas, will be able to climb a little bit higher. Because, good God, they cannot go lower. Never say never. will.i.am needs to take a look in the disco ball and have a think about how he can get back to where he was at creatively, the level that he was at creatively 20 years ago. He's making me have a nervous breakdown in 2025. Number 7, Blues Traveler. That does count. The blues is blue, man. That counts. Blue Man Group didn't make the list. Oh, man. There's a lot of blues and blacks in here. Blues Traveler, oh, man. If you've only heard Run Around and Hook, there is much more to unpack from these guys. From awesome covers to funky originals with all the trademark harmonica. Guess I have a harmonica. I can't stand any. Look, it's in reach. I didn't even have to cut. Why you want to give me the run around? And this harmonica is from like 1922. Number 6, we got a new discovery in the band Grey Matter. This is an older band that I just recently discovered, and it was due to Green Day's Jilly Bow Leg Week mentioning them on a podcast someplace. A post-hardcore Washington, D.C. band that really just blows me away. 5, Jack White. Jack White makes the list twice. Uno 2, and he deserves it. Number 4, best color-themed named person is Pink or Pink. Did you know that? Like it's actually an exclamation point and not an I. So her name is Ink. Ink is one of the most artistic and enjoyable pop singers of our generation. Fight me. Fight me. It's just you and your hand tonight, brother. Now we're in the top 3 color bands. And number 3 is Blue October. And I gotta be honest, Blue October have a wobbly discography. A lot of highs, a lot of lows. If you want musical perfection, tune up the volumes, tune into the albums Foiled, Approaching Normal, and Any Man in America. Those 3 albums are absolute mesmerizing masterpieces, and if you only have time for one song, my theme song in life is Picking Up the Pieces. That song destroys my being. So, I would say Approaching Normal, and I would say Approaching Normal is the best album out of those 3. Foiled and Any Man in America are both, they're perfect as well. But Picking Up the Pieces, man, God dang, we need more songs like that. But there can't be more songs like that. There just can't be. Now we're at the top 2 best color-themed bands of all time, Space and Coffee. And this cup can come into play. I know that this is white, but for some reason I'm going to have this symbolize red. Does that make sense? Like you white and gold dress seers? You anger me greatly. The Red Hot Chili Peppers. Another band with a wobbly discography, kind of some wobbly early albums. but they got perfect around 1999. Eat some red hot chili peppers today. It's very healthy. And finally, the greatest color band of all coffee, space, and time is the Network. Wait, that's not a color. The Foxborough Hot Tubs. That's not a color either. The Rodeo Queen. That's the Cover-Ups. The Upside Downers. Jilly Bow Leg Week. The Short Suck. The Leg Weeks. Jilly Bow and Honor. The Boo. Pinhead Gunpowder. The Frustrators. Screeching Weasel. Boo Boo and the Brew. Dead Mermaids. Wait a minute. I think I've got it. Of course, the greatest color-named band of all time in Space and Coffee is